Hello, lovely people. This is Nicole.
And this is Samantha.
With the power of we are here to switch it up and teach you about business, relationships, and how to not only survive, but make it in Los Angeles.
In each episode, we will have top influential guests from the world of real estate. We work hard,
We stage hard.
and we get it done.
The power of we.
I just love this new studio, don't you?
It's so beautiful and has such good energy in here.
I love it. It has.
Yeah.
I love the buildings behind us. God, I mean, in our last episode, we, talked a lot about gratitude.
Yeah, it was very grounding.
It was so amazing. And now, today is really about the journey of life. And we have this guest coming on that I'm super excited about because I always remember watching her on TV. And I'd be like, wow, I want to do
that we're here now?
It's crazy to think about that, right?
Incredible.
Yeah.
Well, this next guest, she's incredible. Her name is Dorothy Lucey. She is a 3-time Emmy-winning TV host, producer, podcaster, professor, philanthropist, and paddleboarder. She hosted Good Day LA for 2 decades and has reported news on both coasts, as well as network, syndicated reality, and talk shows. She now teaches broadcast journalism at Pepperdine University and Chapman University. Dorothy has volunteered on medical missions with Mending Kids around the world and served on its board for 10 years. She is married to CBS 2 investigative reporter David Goldstein, and together they have 1 son. Welcome, Dorothy.
Woo, I'm so excited you're on. You have no idea. I used to watch you. And you know what I loved about you? You guys were so hilarious and ridiculous. And I'm like, I love Good Day LA because it's not boring. And with my ADD, I was like, this girl's cool.
Wait, why was it so ridiculous?
Because they said everything.
We tried to do news and not be boring.
Okay.
Yeah, they were definitely not boring.
And what did that look like? Like, what was your favorite part of that?
Just probably. I mean,
making fun of each other.
Yes, and Jillian and I had a love-hate thing that we didn't really hide on the air, which is kind of unusual in a morning show.
So funny.
Normally people are kind of perky and fake.
Yeah.
We were not perky and fake.
They were not fake at all. They would say it Jillian would be like, oh my God, my hair is falling right here. Oh yeah, let me go back to the news. It was hilarious. I actually missed that show, if you can believe it.
We basically sat on the set for 3 hours and drank coffee and talked shit about things
fun.
and do some news too.
Yeah.
I wish it was on so you guys can see. What was the most unforgettable moment on the show?
God, you think I'd have an answer to that? We got to talk to just about everybody. I feel like I got to interview just about everybody you could name. I don't know if everybody you could name.
Right.
Yeah.
What's terrible, what really sticks with you is when it was over.
Yeah.
Yes.
I bet.
That must have been very hard because it was
change.
such an impact on the TV world. It was like, what do you mean it's over? I couldn't even believe it was over. How did you
felt
feel?
that way too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was crazy. But you went to school for journalism. Where did you go? Because I know Nicole went to school for journalism.
I know, she went to a great school.
Yeah.
I went to GW in DC.
Okay.
And did you
actually met my husband there. We didn't
no
date
way.
then. I didn't even particularly like him when we were in college. but I thought he was kind of arrogant. He thought I was kind of prissy. But we were both at the radio station, so we kind of worked together.
Yeah.
And I always tell my students now, look around. Just
Yeah.
you never know.
Oh
Look around when
I
you're in
love
college.
That's
in fact, my
hilarious.
husband
True.
spoke at my class on Tuesday, which was kind of fun and full circle.
Wow.
Well,
I mean,
I feel like radio was such a big thing when, journalism when you were starting off, and now radio is not really a thing. So, what do you think is
But
taking over that?
podcasting is kind of radio.
Is, right. That's true.
Oh, that's true, but
That's a good
it's
point.
not radio.
Yeah.
Come on. I loved listening to radio. I miss it, actually. I do. But so you've been married for how long?
32 long years.
Yeah, but you have an incredible marriage. I've watched you. What do you think the secret is?
People always ask us that. I don't know that there's a secret, but you have to have respect. I think you have to have fun. You still have to kind of flirt with each other.
Yeah.
You have to be in the feminine.
We were in the same business, so
Right.
even though he was sort of like a big J journalist, hard ass reporter, and I was more of a featurey entertainment. Let me go stand on a red carpet.
You were
and say, who are
complete
you wearing?
opposites.
Kind of. But we were in the same business for a long time,
Right.
and I think that we just understood each other.
Yeah.
We understood the job.
Did you guys work together ever?
No, but in New York for a short amount of time, I was at ABC and he was at CBS, and so sometimes we were both on the same story. Because for a while we were both a nighttime reporter.
Yeah.
And I always hated that because I knew he could, kick my ass because he was a better journalist. But
Right.
That's funny.
And how do you think that the morning shows have changed since you were on it to now?
okay, to be honest, I haven't watched a second of morning TV.
Wait, that's so
since
funny.
So what do you tell your
funny.
students?
Yeah.
What do you teach them?
Well, this semester I'm teaching reporting.
Oh, nice. Very cool.
So I'm just teaching them how to get their butts
Yeah.
out there and tell a story.
Yeah.
And are they nervous about that?
I think nervous, excited. When my husband spoke at the class this week, he, as I said, he's much more of a hard ass than I am. He was getting them to, he was throwing out stuff and getting them to, almost like they were doing a live shot.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, you'd get sued. Yeah, you're getting sued.
That's so
But,
funny.
I'm sure you learned in journalism school. There,
Did you have major people come in and teach
No,
you?
no one ever
What?
came in to talk to us. But I
Wow.
mean, we learned a lot. Also, I think when I was in school, it was during COVID, so a lot of it was online.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think it's really cool to be face to face and be able to actually hear from professors and learn all of that.
I
Yeah.
taught during COVID too, and that was crazy. I was teaching in Pepperdine, which is
yeah.
a block from my house. And I'm
Right.
like, oh my God, why we're online?
Yeah.
This is so silly. It's not the same.
Yeah, it's not the same for
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
not at all. So now I see you doing a lot of philanthropy, right?
I've been with Mending Kids since, oh my gosh, I don't know. It feels like the beginning of time. It's a small charity that I've worked with for a long time.
And that really is near and dear to my heart because I work with the Midnight Mission, and I've just given back $1 million. It finally hit after all these 10 years of furniture and stuff. So it's very
Oh my
exciting. So I
gosh.
know how you feel, but I know you're so involved in that. And
I've not given $1 million.
Well, it's-
I've given my time.
yeah, but that's worth a lot.
Yeah,
So
it is.
what do you get to do for them? Tell us about Mending Kids.
I've gone on missions all around the world,
I mean, how
volunteering.
cool is that? Can you imagine?
Yeah, it's amazing.
So what do you? What does that
they're
mean?
medical missions. I'm not, performing open heart surgery.
Right.
But I go and I play with the kids, and I always say my job is to bring toilet paper and M&Ms for, the doctors and the nurses
Yeah,
and the
that's so
people that are
nice,
doing
though.
the actual work.
yeah,
Right.
it's beautiful. And what's your favorite takeaway from all those experiences?
There's certain kids that stay in your heart
Yeah.
forever. I mean, I will forever remember sitting with the mom of a little girl. We were in Ethiopia, so I mean, obviously we couldn't really
Yeah.
converse.
Yeah.
And
Right.
in Ethiopia, there are like 80 different languages and dialects. So I mean, they can't even really converse with each other.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I was sitting with her on the concrete steps outside the operating room when her daughter was having surgery, and it was a really iffy surgery, which the doctors explained to her, but she wanted to do it. And I knew, even though, we could sort of understand each other, I knew she was, gosh, this is hard to talk about, trying to tell me she wanted me to take her daughter to America if she survived the surgery,
Wow, I have the chills.
which I, of course, couldn't do.
Right.
But just,
Yeah.
I understood the love,
Yeah.
and just
beautiful.
as all of us want our kids
Yeah.
to succeed and to
Yeah.
be happy
Yeah.
and healthy.
So true.
And when the little girl woke up from surgery, because I was a volunteer, I was allowed to be there in the post-op. And when she woke up, she was kind of choking, and I was sort of panicking because I knew the surgery had gone well. And so I ran to get the anesthesiologist was there, and I ran to get her, and she's like, "Just give her some water, and then give her some M&Ms if she wants them." I'm like, "Okay."
Oh my God! Wow,
That's crazy.
You see so
She was
much.
fine. She was fine.
Well, that's amazing.
Thank God.
Yeah.
But you must see so much, you know, going
that's
to the
just
different countries.
Really
Wow.
cool that you can be there for these people.
And when did you start that? After the show?
I went on that first mission. I was still working
Oh,
on
okay.
Good LA, but I've done a bunch since.
Nice.
Yeah. That is incredible. And you have a gorgeous son, right?
Thank you.
And what is he doing now?
He's a grown ass adult now. He's married. He just had his 1 year anniversary.
Nice.
Oh,
And
that's
how
exciting.
did you feel raising him in Hollywood?
You know, I used to. It's so cute. His wife. It's so funny. It's still new enough that it's funny for me to say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But his wife will always. He'll say things like, "Oh, my mom used to drag me to American Idol because you know American Idol was sort of
Right.
my job for a
Yeah.
while. I was
made
like the
her
beat
go on there.
reporter. I was there every week.
Oh, wow.
Well, you know, because it was Fox
Yeah.
and we covered that. You know,
Yeah.
constantly. And so his wife will say, "Oh God, you were dragged to American Idol."
That's so funny.
Like,
Poor baby.
you poor child.
Yeah, that's so
Right.
funny.
And he never got caught up?
No.
No.
That's great.
I mean,
Both
some
parents
kids-
on TV, he had no interest.
Right.
yeah.
You know, it's either one way or the other.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
very lucky. But it's also probably because you were involved, right? You raised him at the beach.
You know what? A morning show is the best mom job.
Yeah.
Because you're done at 10 in the morning. So, I mean, I went on every field trip. I mean, sometimes I was a little late and maybe I had like, you know, inappropriate shoes on, but I made like
interesting.
every field trip.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Journalism, I didn't, and so that was it. So you'd be done at 10, and then
Yeah.
when would you
Wow.
prepare for the next day?
Well, I mean, at some point during the day, because we
Okay.
would sometimes have like 6 or 7 guests.
I know you guys had so many cool guests. It was
That's
like,
exciting. Did you ever watch the TV show, The Morning Show, the one that just came out?
Yeah, I'm actually watching that last season now.
Oh, really? What
Yeah.
did you think of it after?
I loved the
Yeah?
first season.
Is it like an accurate depiction of like what goes on?
You know, I mean, our show was, as we said before, a lot
fun
more
show.
loosey goosey.
Yeah, yeah.
well, I think back
But that's
then,
like a network morning
Yeah,
show.
yeah.
You know, that
And-
they're portraying.
Yeah.
and back then you could say a lot more than you can say now.
Probably, yeah.
100%.
I would assume so. You
Yeah,
can't-
Jillian and I
Yes.
always say we couldn't
Jillian
do the show we
used
did.
to say a lot.
Yeah.
I don't think
Yeah.
she could say the stuff she said back then
Yeah.
today.
But
you
that-
know what?
you know
She
what?
was the best. I
That's
loved
doing
watching.
a morning show. I always tell my students, because I know you were thinking about going into it. I mean, when
Yeah.
you're a reporter, you have to love it.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
it takes over your
Right.
life.
That
Really?
makes sense. What did you love most about it?
About reporting,
Yeah.
I actually really never wanted to be an anchor. I always
Oh,
thought that was sort of
really?
like a boring desk job. You know, I love just being out in the street and telling
Yeah.
the story. And of course, you know, I did a lot of features.
Right.
So, I mean, you know, what's so hard about being on a red carpet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
True.
Now, how was that when you were on the red carpet? Were they nice? How did that go?
Oh, yeah, usually because we were like the home team because we
Right.
were in LA.
fun.
So
Right.
the chances are some of the celebrities watched,
Right.
Yeah.
you know. So
Yeah.
it just made it easier.
Yeah. That's very cool.
And did you ever work with Christina Vine?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't
Yeah.
see her much because she was on the evening
Yeah.
news, but we've been friends forever.
I
We
know.
started a charity together. We've been friends a long time.
Yeah, she's been on our show, and she's also hilarious, and she's such a great supporter. You know, I really
She does so much in LA
I
and for
cannot
LA.
believe how much this woman does.
Yeah.
It's just remarkable to me.
Yeah, she's come to a ton of Mending Kids events.
Yeah, but that's how
She
I
always does our
knew
hike.
all of you guys. So it's so exciting to see you like here with us now. So some of the people were writing in asking questions like,
Oh, I love
if
that.
they
Okay.
what was one of the questions about if they wanted to get into journalism now?
oh yeah. If
What was it?
Yeah, there was a couple people asking if they wanted to get into journalism today after like going to school. What would be like a step that you'd recommend for them to do?
Well, the traditional path that I always tell my students, and you don't have to do this anymore because now there are a million podcasts and outlets.
Right.
But the traditional path always was you have to go to a small market.
Yeah, really.
I went to Scranton, Pennsylvania. You go to a small market, you make a lot of mistakes. I mean, you'll make mistakes in a bigger market too. But, you just learn so much, and then you just keep, kind of inching your way up to bigger markets, bigger stations.
Yeah.
And are they still doing it that way?
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. And is that a big money maker when you're a reporter versus being on a show?
Not when you're starting out.
Yeah.
I mean, I still remember in Scranton, I was a reporter and then the noon show anchor, and I think I was making like $16,000 a year or something.
Yeah.
Okay, this is back in the dark ages, but
Right.
still. But then I went to New York.
Oh, wow.
And in New York, I was making like 4 times that.
Right. Yeah.
But I couldn't live in New York.
Right.
Right.
I mean, I still couldn't afford New York.
Yeah.
I was
Exactly.
doing better in Scranton on my 16,000.
Right.
What was your favorite place you lived?
I mean, I still consider New York my home. I'm originally from New York. I lived in the city for a long time.
Oh, nice.
But I mean, hi, LA. I've been here so
Yeah.
many years
Yeah.
now.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
true.
seem LA to me.
Been here a long time.
Yeah, you seem very Malibu to me.
Lived in Malibu
Malibu,
a long
yeah.
time.
The
Do you
chill
yes.
vibes, yeah.
I loved it when I'd see you guys out at the volleyball courts.
Yeah, not so much anymore. I mean, that whole area has
I
been
know.
so
Yeah.
devastating.
I know.
has
So
been
how did the
devastating.
fires affect you?
Well, our house, thank you, Lord, is still standing.
Wow, that's
Thank
incredible.
God.
And we're
Thank
not
God.
back in it yet, but we will be.
Oh,
Amazing.
really?
Yeah, but I mean, so many of our neighbors.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
And so many of my friends in the
Do
Palisades.
you have to rebuild?
No, but just smoke damage.
Yeah. A lot. It's a lot. I mean, you must have gone through so much.
I mean, we are so lucky though
Yeah.
to still have our house. I mean,
so
it's
speaking of
nuts.
gratitude, like,
We've moved 7 times. I mean, it's
Yeah.
been nuts since the fires. But yes, I have
so how do you
always
think
gratitude.
that going through all this with the fires has really taught you versus what you've gone through in your career? Because you've gone through a lot, you in your career too. You were up here and then you changed jobs and then you went into teaching. So
And
what
then
do
you get fired several times.
Yeah.
You were very nice not to say that.
But
That's a part of TV, by the way, if you
Yeah.
ever decide to go
Yeah.
Right?
into it.
That makes
But
sense.
you know what? If we don't go through the ups and downs in our lives, we don't learn.
Yeah.
I mean, I went
That's
through
true.
so much. It was crazy. And yeah, so
Wait, what made you
Well,
first
shall
want to
we-
get into journalism? Because I feel like, a lot of people that I've been talking to don't know if they want to go into journalism anymore.
Well, first, to answer your question, I think I'm used to telling the story, and then when the fire comes through, you are the story. So
Right.
Yeah, wow.
that's
that's
different.
so weird.
That's different. I think I went to school in D.C. I think I always wanted to go into politics in some way, like work on Capitol Hill, and I wound up switching my major from poli-sci to journalism and communications at some point.
Yeah.
And, just kind of lucky to fall into that career.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't know if I would have said that when I was going to school because I wasn't lucky. I was selling cell phones. But I know. I used to look
So you
up
put
to all
yourself
you.
through school.
Yeah. And I used to look at all of you guys because, and go, wow, they're so fortunate. They're so lucky that they get to do this. I mean, we used to really look up to you guys. It was amazing.
Well,
what you do.
a lot of my students have a job and an internship, and they're in school.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot. Wow. And so going back to the fires, so do you feel like this has changed your outlook on life, or how do you feel after
Well,
the
it's
fires?
changed Malibu.
Yeah.
There was just an article in the LA Times that was kind of suggesting that Malibu will never be like the sweet small town again. Because I think people think of Malibu as something much fancier than it is. I mean, it's really just a small town
Yeah.
that in the summer a lot of celebrities happen to show up. But
Right.
it's really just kind of a Mayberry, cute little. Well, you
It
guys
is.
have spent
Yeah.
time
Yeah.
there.
I love
it's
Malibu.
You know,
so
I mean, it's all
cute.
about Little League
Yeah.
and PTA
Yeah.
and I don't know, so many families are gone now.
Yeah.
And will they come
Yeah.
back?
Yeah.
I know.
know.
It was really sad.
And are you on any kind of committees helping Malibu or?
I've been to a bunch of fundraisers,
Right.
and I keep in touch with my neighbors who are scattered
Right.
everywhere.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
as of yet, nobody's really doing anything.
Really? They're
only
not rebuilding
There's
yet?
only a couple of permits.
Wow.
I think there's only 4 permits.
Wow.
What? That's insane.
I know, that's another thing about
Oh
Malibu.
my
It's
God. Well, I hope you're
it's a small town,
traveling,
and it's
enjoying life right
complicated. We've traveled.
now. Yeah, I saw.
We've traveled
Where
a
did you
bit.
just go?
It was weird. We had a trip planned, and it was right after the fire, so we almost didn't go because it just felt so weird.
Yeah.
But
Wait.
yeah, my husband was like, we paid for it. So I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, we're going. So we went to Southeast Asia.
That's
Oh,
right.
very
I saw
cool.
that. Uh-huh.
And then we were in Italy in the summer. I do love to travel. But
Yeah.
I think we're staying put for a while now with the house and just sort of figuring everything out.
Right. Well, what an amazing. I mean, I am so excited you got to come on here because your career to me was so inspiring. I loved it because nobody really said things like you guys did, you and Jillian. And it was just like, you know what? If they can do it, I can get up and do this.
And you're
Seriously.
doing it.
And you did inspire me a lot. So I'm so
I always remember,
grateful.
like, in the beginning when nobody was watching, when we were first doing the show.
Yeah.
And we were just saying whatever.
Yeah,
Just
they
sitting
really
on a
said
set,
whatever.
Drinking coffee,
Yeah.
stream of
Bullshitting,
consciousness.
for sure.
No editing, should have been some probably. And I went to the grocery store that afternoon, and some woman who I did not know in Malibu, everybody at Ralph's. It's kind
Yeah.
of like
Yeah,
that's where
yeah.
we all hang out, like at the grocery store. You see all your neighbors.
Yeah.
But a woman who I did not know came up to me and said, "I don't think you need a facelift." And I just kind of looked at her, and then I realized, I had said that.
Oh, that's so funny.
on the show in the morning, and I'm like,
hilarious.
somebody is watching.
That is hilarious. And now
so
that
funny.
that brings me to the next thing. So, did you have people coming up to you a lot as the show got more busy and like?
Yeah, and people generally know my voice.
Yeah,
more
your
than
voice is
anything.
very distinct.
And my son and Jillian has said this about her kids too when they were little. They don't get it. They're like, "Do you know those? Do you know them?"
Really?
They're like,
Really?
"No, but
Oh,
someone's being nice. You have to be nice."
right.
Yeah.
Well, you've had an incredible career, and it's been so nice to have you on here. I wanted Nicole to make sure that she got to speak with you because this is what she went to school for.
Yeah.
Well, and I'm such a cheerleader for journalism. I'll
Yeah.
try and talk you into going back into it.
It's an amazing career, and it takes a lot to do it.
But you're doing it. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean,
that's
this
true.
is how we decided
true.
to do it, and so she can do the staging and she can give back by her
Yeah.
voice, right?
yeah.
So it's
And the
very
podcast.
powerful.
yeah.
Fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is fun.
It's
yeah.
really
You
fun.
get to talk to people like you. It's amazing.
Yeah, I know. It was so nice to have you on here.
thank
I'm
you.
so grateful for you. I mean, I've watched you, and I think that your career is just so inspiring to so many people.
Well, you who've given $1 million to charity, that's inspiring.
Thank you. Thank you. And hopefully I'll see you back at that beach.
Someday.
Yes.
Someday we'll all be back there.
Well, thanks for having us on.
Thank you.
So great to see you both.